Okay, so I'm here at Crypticon with Doug Jones.
And I have no hair right now because I just finished doing a Ouija Part 2. And I play a couple of characters in Ouija Part 2, but one of them is a bald, shaved-headed, like, torture doctor from the 1940s who makes a reappearance in modern day. I've given away too much already, so that's how much I can say about that. So,
How's it been going so far?
It's been going great. Yeah, it's been going great. I'm wrapped on Ouija 2 now. It's done. Finished it on Monday, and then I did another little an indie thriller called Gehenna, with a Japanese folklore sort of influence on it. And then tomorrow, after I'm done here at Crypticon, I fly directly to Cleveland, Ohio, to start working on The Bye-Bye Man, in which I play the Bye-Bye Man. So it's going to be another heavy makeup, but it's going to be, but he's a man, so it's not too far. It's not a creature gig as much as it is a mysterious man thing, right? Don't say his name, he might show up. That's all I'm saying. Never been done before in horror films. right? Yeah.
So what would you say has, like, what influenced you to become an actor? What made you want to become an actor?
Probably because I was a tall, skinny, goofy, geeky child, and other kids are very mean to other kids, especially if they don't fit like the perfect mold of perfect, which is a very small sliver of children, I guess. And growing up in Indiana, I was an easy target for mockery, so I kind of developed a sense of humor as a way of self-defense. I developed my sense of humor by watching the Dick Van Dyke Show, Mary Tyler Moore, the Carol Burnett Show, I Love Lucy reruns, reruns of Mayberry, RFD, the Andy Griffith Show, Gilligan's Island, Gomer Pyle, any Jerry Lewis movies, any Danny Kaye movies. So goofy characters that might have been made fun of when they were kids, that's the kind of character that I kind of connected with on TV and film. And I thought, well, now if they have made a life out of being offbeat, maybe so can I, right? So I thought, maybe I belong on TV or in film. Yeah.
Cool. Did you always know you wanted to be an actor, or?
I think so, because that started early, what I just described. So, yeah, and I think also when you do develop a little sense of humor and you kind of feel like you're on all day, and other kids are now responding favorably to that, laughing at your jokes, and saying things like, "You're so funny, you should be on TV one day, you should be like a comedian or something." Well, then it's like, that's encouraging. And then when you start getting old enough to be in school plays and doing a pep rally skit before a football game, whatever, I did all that in my school, and I got like uproarious reactions from the audience, right? So that was very encouraging, and that kind of pushed me forward to think I'm not barking up the wrong tree. Maybe I do have a performance element to me, because that's what the audience was telling me. To this day, I don't think I'm good, and most actors don't. We're all very insecure people. So I let other people tell me if I'm hitting it or not, if I'm making the grade or not.
As long as you're, having fun. And
I do have fun. That's no question about it. Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? What, like, inspiration? Like, to me, I feel like you're very inspirational to people. Was there someone, like, in your life, or just like people you saw on TV that inspired you, or like you found inspirational?
I'm going to go back to those people I just listed, Dick Van Dyke and Don Knotts, especially from the Andy Griffith Show, who played Barney Fife. Like, Andy. And also women, Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett especially because of the variety show she was in, and her whole cast of people. She even made facial expressions and had comedic timing that was very familiar to me, and so I ended up, getting very. I kind of took on that sense of humor and that sense of timing from her and from her castmates, Tim Conway and Vicki Lawrence and Tim Conway and the other guy on the show they were always cracking each other up. Gone. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me later. It's just such a common. Oh, we all know him. It's a household name. Anyway, you're too young. You wouldn't know. But yeah. Anyway. So I was big fan of all that, and I'm also a big fan of Dr. Pepper.
Nice.
And they didn't pay for that plug. Is that right? I know, right? I know.
So far at Crypticon, how many hugs have you gotten? Can you
Child,
count?
I should have kept count. I've hugged you 15 times already.
Yeah.
So that's because you came by my table multiple times. That's
Yeah.
your own damn fault. Okay.
Well, I wanted my nephew to meet you because I knew.
Oh, he was
just,
precious.
yeah.
He was quite precious. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a constant stream of people all day today, so I do my best to hug everybody that comes up to my table. It does not require a purchase, or it's not a. If someone knows my work and wants to line up at my table and meet me and say, "I loved you in blah blah blah," that is a person who helped me buy my house, really, because whether they bought the DVD or bought tickets for the movie or tuned in when it was airing on TV, whatever it is. That all helps the machine that feeds my residuals and that keeps a movie alive with shelf life. We actors benefit from that with a royalty check, right? So I appreciate that. It's one thing to get a job and get paid for your salary for working on a movie, but the afterlife, that's carried on by the audience. Whether it's successful or not is up to you guys.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, and I want to hug those people. And so at a place like Crypticon, I get to do that, right?
What's your favorite part of going to all these different conventions that you do?
The interaction with the people who watch what we've been doing all these years, really. I get to hear a lot from them. Like, here's what touched me about this performance or that movie or this TV show that you were in. And so I kind of collect all that over the years and keep that information. I absorb everything I hear, and so the next time I'm on camera in front of, especially in a genre thing, if it's horror, sci-fi, or comic book related, I put all those voices, all those hugs, all that love, all that interaction, all that feedback. I put it behind the lens of the camera, so that's who I'm playing to. That's who I'm doing this for. Even if I'm having the worst day, I'm in a 5-hour makeup application, I'm exhausted, I'm wondering, am I going to make it through this day? The people behind that lens that have been loving on me over these years, they're all back in there, and that's who I'm doing it for. So that really does help energize me to keep me going. Yeah.
And then one last question. Was it nice to work with Guillermo del Toro again on Crimson Peak? Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, Crimson Peak was my 5th movie with him. With Guillermo del Toro, and then in addition to that, I also am a recurring vampire on his TV show, The Strain.
Oh yeah.
I'm one of the ancients.
Yep.
The ancient vampires. There's 3 of us, and I'm the middle one. That's kind of the leader of the ancients. And I also played the original master. So when The Strain season 2 opened, there was a flashback sequence that showed how the master became the master, and I was the original master who kind of like infected him and passed the spirit on to the new guy, which was played by Robert Maillet, the very, very tall fellow who played the master for season 1 and 2. But Crimson Peak, to be on a film set with him again, for the 5th time in a big budget production with all that beautiful art direction and in these fantastic makeups. I played both the Mother Ghost and the Bathtub Ghost. I can look on IMDb. The Mother Ghost is Edith's mother, so it's the first ghost you see in the movie. The Bathtub Ghost is actually Lady Beatrice Sharp, which is the mother of the 2 of Tom Hiddleston and Jessica Chastain in the movie. So now when you see the movie, if you haven't seen it yet, you'll know who to look for. Okay.
Well, I thought you did a wonderful job.
Well,
in it. It was
thank
nice
you.
to see you in.
Thank you. Well, those makeups,
movies.
when you see the ghost, it looks kind of CG-ish.
Okay.
That's because we were in practical makeups, the ghosts, and then they did some CG enhancements on us later to make us more have floaty bits and parts on us. But it started with the makeup, and you can see that perform. I can tell that it was actually, that's us in a makeup. And my other friend Javier Botet played the other ghosts in the movie.
Okay.
So and to have those makeup designs were done by DDT Efectos Especiales. That is the Spanish makeup team that brought you the Faun and the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. But I played both of those characters, and they won the best makeup Oscar for that movie. So to have their hands on my face again was a true honor again. I just love them. We get along so well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yay. Yay, big love for you. And here's another hug. Hug number 756 today alone. All right, big love.